Okay, it's that time of the show. We call it Around the Movie Block with The Rock. Take it away with your movie review. He is Rocco Pasafume.
Thank you very much, Howie. The movie I have for you this week is known as The Grinch. It is directed by Peter Candeland, Yarrow Cheney, and Scott Mesier. It is the second film adaptation of the beloved Dr. Seuss book, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. But this one's a CGI animated one. It's from the people that did Despicable Me and the Minions movies. We all know the story about the Grinch. It's about a creature who lives up north of the town called Whoville. Whoville, they're celebrating Christmas, and of course the Grinch is a malcontent that wants to stop Christmas from coming, and schemes with his dog Max to basically thieve away Christmas from all of the little people in Whoville. It's hard not to talk about this movie without comparing it to the first film adaptation of The Grinch, which was Ron Howard's live-action adaptation of it, which starred Jim Carrey, which came out like a decade earlier. And my first thought with this one is that it definitely is an improvement over that one. There was a lot of aspects of the Ron Howard, Jim Carrey version that I was not that crazy about. Jim Carrey was fantastic in that one, but unfortunately, a lot of what made up this movie, as much as it looked really cool, the problem I had with the Ron Howard one was the fact that a lot of what they added to it just did not feel very, very inspired. It was so disconnected from, I feel like, the real core of the book. When you want to do an adaptation and you make it into an hour and a half movie, I mean, that's fraught with challenges because you're taking a little book and you're trying to make it into like a big movie. And of course, there's going to be things that you have to add to it to pad the running time. And for me, what they did with the live action movie was it just did not make for a great movie in my opinion. This one's a little better, I have to say. This one's definitely a better movie in the sense that what they did come up with to pad the story was a bit more interesting, a little bit more inspired, definitely a sweeter story, something that gelled better with the original book, which I liked. Benedict Cumberbatch plays a very good Grinch, definitely a good tone that he creates, definitely different enough from the past Grinches, like by Boris Karloff in the original Chuck Jones TV special and Jim Carrey in the first live-action movie. The thing about this new Grinch, however, is as much as it's not quite as tacky as the Ron Howard one, it's not as memorable either, unfortunately. The problem with the thing that maybe was not so bad about the live-action was that as kind of off the wall as it was, at least it had elements of it that were memorable. This isn't quite as memorable. This doesn't hold water or add much to the story that really makes it feel like it stands out. Unfortunately, the TV special casts a very long shadow over this new movie. Like I said, as much as this new movie is a better adaptation on film than the Ron Howard live action one, I feel like the TV special is going to always cast a shadow of it. The TV special was so perfect. Chuck Jones was the perfect person to do a TV special of, and plus it was a book, because it was this little book. There wasn't that much you could add to it. It was a half-hour special, and even by the half-hour special, there was a lot that that they had to pad to even make that work. And with this, like I said, it's an improvement, but I feel like it doesn't really add much of value to the source material, and I think a lot of people are going to feel that the original TV special will still be king over all adaptations of The Grinch. But like I said, it's a decent adaptation. I think kids will really like it a lot, and maybe even some of their parents, because Illumination has done some decent movies with the Despicable Me movies and with Minions and all that. So it's decent, but like I said, is it necessary? Not really. I don't feel like it's that necessary, but I feel like if you're a parent and you want to bring your kid to see this, I think they'll enjoy it on that level. But like I said, it won't have that same level of impact over the long-term impact that the TV special has. The TV special, like I said, is still the best filmed version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So overall, I give The Grinch from Illumination 2 out of 5 stars. So thank you very much.